Hello everybody. It is Minecraft Wednesday. I'm Loomis, and Norellan should be joining me shortly. Ooh, polar bears. Should take Tyson to see those, and give him absolutely no warning about what will inevitably happen. There's more over there. There's a lot of polar bears around. Yeah, last time we had more ill-thought-out nether adventures. And now we're... I don't need this map in my hand, I guess. I don't remember. Do I have like no stuff with me because I left it safe at home, or what happened to it? How much of it is lost forever? I still got all my armor, so that's a good sign. Uh-oh. Please stop sounding as if something's coming through you. There was a chest in here. Let me make sure there's not more stuff in that. I am not going to go much further than the chest, because I'm not a madman. Okay, yeah, tons of stuff in here. Oh hey, somebody got a blaze rod! Nice. Hi, Ninja Corey. Full diamond armor and wooden spoon, yes. Yeah, the height of my equipment. We don't currently have a toolsmith at the village who sells diamond shovels, sadly. Been working on that for a while, but all the toolsmiths we train just refuse to do shovels for some reason. Yeah, how are you doing today? You having a good day? Since we don't have any of our maps with us, since we got sort of stranded here, I'm just gonna, I think, have a scout around and see if I can remember where our nearest base is. Then when Norellan joins us, we can head out there and figure out what we're doing today. Oh yeah, potatoes are our biggest cash crop. We grow a lot of potatoes at the village. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. Had work this morning, it was a nice chill shift at the library. I had dinner with my grandparents. And after that, had a bit of time to chill. So all in all, it's been a good day. Okay, so that's definitely man-made. If only I could remember... Those flowers or those torches? I think those are flowers. If only I knew where our base was relative to this pillar. See, I thought the base was that way from the pillar, but we've been going this way. Harvest crops. I did not know that. Ooh, dolphin. If that's true, that's game-changing. We can easily get some fortune tools. I can enchant that myself. This is Java edition, so maybe it doesn't work for this, but I should probably give that a go. Gotta have those profits. Yee, dolphins. Okay, I remember this ship. We camped here for a while. It's been ages since the last time we came to this part of the Nether. I don't remember where the nearby bases we built are. I'm sure there was one that wasn't far away. And there should be a train station there, even. That should be the Tyson's Marker station. This dolphin's following me pretty far. I'm gonna say I wonder if dolphins ever get... What the heck is that? If they get so caught up in something cool looking that... Oh, it's a ship, okay. Or they get separated from their pod, if they're always chasing boats and things. But then again, I guess the way that dolphins, like, sing to each other through the water, they can probably track each other pretty far. Double chests of potatoes per farm, that's pretty sweet, yeah. Nah, we don't use the coordinates. We're all about that immersion life. So yeah, I wouldn't know where my coordinates are relative to where I'm going, even if I had coordinates. It must be the other way. Let me spin this around. I'd say that we're more likely to find it when Norellan's here, since he's the navigator. Except he's the one who got us into this mess in the first place. Put us on the wrong train out here. Honestly, how does he put us on the wrong train? He built the trains. He dug all the tunnels himself. He's made like 24 stations, each with different architectural notes on their own unique styles. Okay, well there's the pillar. Hold on. Well, there's some really weird stone, but it's not a base. Oh, okay. Lava pit, that explains a lot. Yeah, if I remember right, we built a little, we built a fortress along this bit of the sea. For if we did any more raiding in the nether from here. And I'm fairly sure you could get a train there from Stars on Sea. It's one of our longest tracks. So there should be a fortress, like, right along here. And I can't find it anywhere. Yeah, I suppose we can always just sail due east. To where Stars on Sea is. We should be able to spot the town pretty easily. What am I trying to find? We built a little fort somewhere along this bit of the coast to stash supplies for our expeditions into the Nether through here, and now I don't know where that fort is. But the fort had a. We've been building like train lines, like underground minecarts that take you from place to place. Since that's in the west, right? So that's north. It should be south. Yeah. So from the fortress, we should be able to just take a train straight home. But I can't find the fortress. It must have been further east. I know it wasn't this far up, because we didn't know about the portal when we built it. We were just, like, building places to live out here. Our next main objective? I'm not sure. I was doing a lot of big building back at our hometown. But then one of the friends who used to play with us years ago made a return, and we were kind of giving them the big tour. Which included the Frost Gate here. Except we got hugely lost on the way up, and now I'm not sure how to get back. What am I doing in the Nether? Dying mostly. Noellen's just gone live. He'll be able to tell me what I'm doing shortly. We originally used this one to get blaze rods because we had some zombie villagers that we'd found and wanted to resurrect them. But this time round we were just showing Tyson what we'd found. So this portal takes us right to this death trap fortress. This is where we got nether rods, but you wouldn't believe how many times we've died here. There are legions of these wither skeletons up there. With blazes providing fire support. Look at that smug jerk with his enchanted leggings and his enchanted sword. Okay, the leggings are gold, so those can't be ours. But I think he might have one of our swords. Whoa! Jumped on me. I can tell you from last time I was here, there's a wither skeleton running around somewhere with my diamond sword that's enchanted to all heck. Part of me never wants to see that guy again, but part of me really wants to see that guy again. Why am I coming back in here? I'm just gonna die horribly. Let me get my things back out. And we'll see if we can figure out how to get home. Carry as much of this junk as I can. Still got all the construction stuff from what I was building before we got sidetracked. I think that's all of my stuff. The rest must be somebody else's. Diamond hoe. Glad I made sure that was alright. It does not have sharpness. The diamond axe is not optimized for combat. But I don't currently have a sword because a wither skeleton is running around with it somewhere.
Hola.
Hello.
Illumus of Fail says Ola.
Hola, how are we doing?
Good, thanks. Welcome in, Noellen. How are you doing?
I am fine, thank you.
Good. Let me pop back out. Cool.
Hey,
Hey.
how's it going? Oh, what's the deal? Anything I missed?
I did a little bit of rowing around. We built a fortress near here, right?
We converted a shipwreck into our base.
Yeah. I thought we had... I can't find that base. I don't know where it is. I found a sand pillar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
One we built, or just like a naturally occurring one?
One we built. I thought our base would be somewhere near there, but then I couldn't find it.
Ah, fair enough.
So
It was on
you
the
might know where to go.
dimly I remember.
Yeah. But if we get there, we can figure out how to get home.
Yeah. Oh, it's not too bad to get home from here.
Hmm.
It depends where you want to go. If we're going to go Stars on Sea, we just
Yeah.
sail that way.
That way.
Yeah, that way. Chase the rising sun. I don't know if you want to, I don't know what you've been doing
Do
in
we-
here. But I don't know if you want to, if we're heading home, I don't know if you want to jag in there and we'll grab as much stuff out of that chest as we need to take with us. Because we kept
Yeah,
dumping
I've-
stuff in there. You already done it.
There's still some more in there. But
Alright.
I've got a lot of it out.
Return I shall, no matter what the
Do we?
laws of life and death forbid.
But that's west. Do we not want to be heading east?
Exactly.
Where you
Oh,
are?
no, we want to leave the flint and steel here. That's useful.
Yeah.
Haha, bye-bye.
Wait.
Creature that I heard but didn't identify.
My brain is not working. Which? Oh yeah, the sun. No, the sun sets in the west, doesn't it?
That's right, yeah.
So that
Except
direction...
in a certain role-playing setting that was very
Yes.
popular, I'm given to understand.
So that direction is north, which means I was searching the wrong coastline.
Ah,
Yeah. No wonder I
That would
couldn't find
explain
our
a lot.
base. Yeah.
it was over here somewhere, but I can't
Hmm.
remember whereabouts.
Strange that. I wonder if that was another one of Tyson's markers then, because I didn't think we'd been that far.
Found it.
We might. Oh, great. Well, this has been a humiliating experience for me.
Yeah, that could be another Tyson's marker.
Yeah. We know that there's a. Mind you, that can't be the furthest he's gone because we still haven't seen jungle.
That's true.
Is this what we
Yeah,
used
this
as our
is it, right?
base?
Alright, well, at least I remember sailing around it. I think there was actually a different one that we perhaps used as a base, but we certainly did use here
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Well, there
I
were
thought-
several. Yeah, this isn't the main one. This is the one we have used though. So I thought about excavating the inside and never did.
Mhm.
Which also sounds like me. There's another one to the other direction.
Yeah, isn't there a Tyson's marker train station out here? That you can
No,
get to
it's
from
in- it's,
Stars on Sea?
It's on the inland sea, that one.
Okay.
But do you want to go? Do you want to go home? Is that what we're doing? We're just about to set off, and I don't want to set off yet. It's
Yeah,
later.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I was just trying to figure out where we were. I
All will
cannot.
be
Yeah, I cannot wrap my brain around it today.
all will become clear.
Good.
You just follow me into the open water. Now I've tended when we're going from here to Stars on Sea or back via the sea to do as the Romans did and hug the coastline for fear that if I lose sight of it I will surely die.
Yeah.
But I feel like we can just go straight east and we'll hit a coast.
Yeah.
Like once we get out of the ice flows, and instead of hugging the coast and taking forever, we'll hit something and then just sail south
Yeah. 'Cause
until we hit the obvious landmarks. So
if we do that, we'll definitely arrive north of Stars on Sea.
yeah, probably just a bit north of Badger's Folly and the Northern Shrine.
Yeah.
Yeah, dolphin.
Shame we don't have maps for that area. We could fill them in while doing this.
That's true. We do need to explore north, I feel.
Yeah.
So we've kind of got as far as Badger's Folly and no further.
Yeah. I mean,
Probably try and coast a little bit,
there's a
but-
reason we don't normally cross Badger's Folly.
I always consider the boundary of our respective lands to be that river just north of Stars on Sea.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Before we go too far, I was going to ask before we actually set off, but I got kind of distracted by not being able to find anything.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously when Tyson arrives here, he's going to spawn there, and you'll probably have to come back and meet him. Are you good with us going back until then, or would you rather we find something to do out here?
I'm good going back. That's fine,
Okay.
thank you.
Cool.
I don't mind nipping back up here to pick him up.
Yeah.
Fine.
Maybe you can build a quick train line out this way. It'll save time in the long run.
True. Like, in my head, I've got loads of things we could do with it. Like, places we could go, and it's just so much work. Like, it's so much effort.
Yeah. Well, any more lines you start digging, let me know, and I will come and dig with you.
Ah, thank you. Hey, dolphin
know
swimming
what-
with me, and I just gained speed.
Nice. Yeah. I know I was mostly absent for the last one, but that's because I was working on the Nether Temple, which was also like a community thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
an Ender Friender.
Hello, good sir. Or madam. Or other term. I watched an episode while I was before, I had to faff around, which delayed
Yeah.
me. Washing machine's broke. I thought it was also leaking, but fortunately it's merely broke.
Yeah.
And the water was just, I guess, from messing about with the washing machine,
Yeah.
rather than, a leaking pipe, which is what I'd feared. Because those things are plugged into your mains water supply.
Yeah.
So even if they're off, there's still water like right up to the back of them.
Hmm.
So should that pipe break, and I have experienced pipes breaking in the house.
Yeah.
Because that pipe that I didn't know about that broke that time. Thanks, previous people who've owned this house. With your mystery pipes that go nowhere and do nothing.
Do you want to haul in and call it a night?
Yeah, probably safer. I think we'd be safe enough, because we're not hugging the coast too tightly or anything, but...
Yeah. But it'll be a pain if we actually reach our destination and then we can't land.
True.
There's a dolphin in my boat. No! Come back! I need that!
I can imagine a dolphin doing that,
Yeah, I was about to say. That does seem pretty legit. Just swimming out to sea with your boat. This is mine now. I can certainly see myself doing that if I was a dolphin.
Dolphins, trolls of the sea.
Yeah.
Does east we want to go into? Yeah, that's fine.
Mm.
The sun shall guide us. So, yeah, I was before shenanigans that delayed me. I was working on a model as I've been doing, doing a little assembling.
Yeah.
And watching a bit of telly. I didn't watch a film this afternoon. I read a couple of bits of telly programs I'd saved. And one of them was merely because it contained Shatner, and it was an episode of Sequest DSV.
Yeah.
It's from like the 80s or whenever. Man, it was so bad. But it had a dolphin as one of the characters. That is like really helpful and what have you. And it helps a kid with like a disability. I think I missed the first few minutes of the episode. A kid with like a
Yeah.
disability like communicate with people properly. I'm like, sure, but also it's a dolphin. Like, how do we know it wouldn't deliberately, like, willfully misinterpret the things the kid was trying to say for lulz?
Yeah.
Because they, they like to have the fun. And my favourite dolphin fact is they don't help people. They don't protect people from sharks out of the goodness of their heart, but because they like trolling the sharks.
Yeah.
Just like, you thought you were getting a meal, You just gotta hope that they don't get bored of annoying the sharks before you get to safety. So, well, this has been fun, but I'm still in danger. Well, good luck with that. Off this one. The open sea.
Horrifying.
Just as a warning, it looks like we're going to be sailing over a village, so...
Okay. Ah! Ah!
Ah?
Some fish tackled my boat. Stopped me there for a moment.
Ooh, okay, a coastline with
Coastline.
tiger,
Okay.
conifers and such.
So that means we're probably close. I'm seeing a lot of
Yeah,
animals
just
today.
they're aren't they? Well out and about.
I mean, it might be
Which
the same
tends-
one for all I know, watching where we're going.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I think I
here's a
see,
structure.
yeah.
Badger's Folly.
We are not far off then. I thought we'd be further north than that.
Ah, there we go. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
And there's the Northern Shrine. Familiar waters.
Yeah.
And there's the boathouse.
A deep blue.
Yeah. The tower. There's a lot of boats parked up here. I mean, it's a boathouse, so sure, but
Yeah.
still, that is a like. Why? How did we gain so many?
I think mostly we keep making new ones because we forget we have existing ones.
Pretty few is. Like, store them away because we don't need like
Can do.
10.
Also, I think we
But, like-
keep getting lost in the wilderness and then building boats to help us sail back, and then we just leave them here.
Perhaps that part of this dock isn't actually finished, but I just never bothered to finish it because a bit below the waterline you can't see it. Got this road to nowhere.
Oh. Yeah, there's just spaces missing here.
Yeah. I ran out of parts, got occupied with another job, and then never came back to finish it. Sounds about right.
Yeah, I've got a few projects like that.
Hey, Patcher still offers me massive discounts. Good. Oh, speaking of which, didn't I stash some stuff here to flog to him in future?
Oh, maybe.
I did.
I could use a large quantity of emeralds.
I certainly could.
I'm gonna train up those the new traders that I'm hoping to spawn.
Thinking.
East Smith's traders.
Okay, I've sold him everything that I could. It's not enough.
He's put it away now, but Thunk was holding out a flower for you.
Aww. How kind. Yeah, still like a stack and a half of melons and pumpkins. You know what this place needs though? I don't know if you thought about this. But seeing as I found these,
Hmm?
don't you think there's
I don't think it's
never
meant to. Yeah, I don't think it's meant to be.
But it's open, it's not like chasm it's all walled off.
Yeah.
There are a few chickens wandering around the place. They were pretty nice. Oh, how are we doing for... Let's check the stocks. Oh yeah, we're fine. Bye-bye.
Stop,
Back on the
thief.
rails.
Whoa, that seemed ill-advised.
What was that?
I apparently picked back up the arrow that I fired while it was on fire.
Did you say fire damage or?
I did not, but I feel like I should have.
It's like a party trick, isn't it? Like you fire a flaming arrow and then catch it out of the air.
Yeah.
Like fire swallows and such.
You know, catching arrows out of the air was in fact possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very difficult though, isn't it?
Yeah. I saw, I don't think it was Mythbusters, but it was a show like that.
Yeah.
Where they tested it. They had a martial...
Mythbusters.
Yeah, I think that was the one.
I should have said Mythbusters.
Yeah.
Ah well, do continue.
Yeah, they got a trained martial artist in and shot arrows at him.
Nice.
And he was pretty reliably able to...
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
No message today?
No, I was trying to think of something and I couldn't think of anything cool. So I thought let's just fire it away and see what happens.
Thank you. 31 months. Thank you so much.
No problem. It's a long time.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't feel long since the 30th.
No,
No.
that does feel pretty. Mind you, I guess we've been streaming less, so it feels close
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, things have been a bit muddled up lately. Mangle! Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. You having a good day? What's going on? Hello.
Yeah, I thought we have to get out of the way in time then.
Yeah, this martial artist that they, shot arrows at, he was pretty reliably able to slap them out of the air with his bare hands. So he said he actually found it quite plausible that, as long as like the swordsman had a fairly good view of the archer and it wasn't like point blank, he found it pretty plausible that a swordsman would be able to defend against arrows via parrying. Obviously, it's a bit different if it's an actual battlefield and the air is full of arrows.
Yeah.
He did try
Nice.
catching them,
Hmm.
and he did, and under ideal conditions, like which is
Yeah,
with the bow mechanically set to a certain strength, so he knew the speed and he was familiar with the distance. He was able to catch about 1 in 3. So he said catching them possible, but unlikely under field conditions.
Yeah, that's fair.
Trying not to panic about friend luck. What's going on with the friend luck? Is there troubles?
Trouble anywhere?
Getting addicted to Pixelmon. Ooh, what's Pixelmon? Is that another fan game?
Also, I need to dump fan goods. That's not fan good, it's a card pumpkin, that's classed as a helmet. There was a normal pumpkin.
So I found a blaze rod in the chest there. I don't remember us getting a blaze rod, but apparently we did on this expedition. So it was all for something.
I think I
Yeah.
might have done.
Ah,
I downed a blaze near the portal.
Hmm.
It could have been there, or it could have been somebody else, and I'm just taking credit for it. I did that. It was very important. What did I do?
Yeah, getting a blaze rod's pretty sweet. That's a very
Yeah.
useful material.
It is. It really is, isn't it?
Hmm.
This one. Why have we got 11 armor stands? That feels excessive.
I don't know. I know I was using armor stands for a project that still is unfinished, so maybe they were from that.
Maybe.
Neuralon says ZZZ.
There's actually a villager in here, so. Also, I've just seen the golem in the fields. They are spreading out further, aren't they?
Hmm. I'll go sleep in the barn then. I need to build myself a new house. One with a
Yeah.
fence. Pixelmon is Minecraft plus Pokemon. Ooh. That sounds pretty interesting. Like, is it a Minecraft mod, or is it its own thing?
Wow.
Got to train people up, so rushing through it right now. Fair enough.
Gate of the First Flame and Blaze Keep Gate are super close together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Someday we should try and navigate the path between them.
Yeah, I think so. We're probably best tunneling through, I think.
Yeah.
Perhaps rather than trying to navigate that lake of lava. So you might.
Yeah.
Probably all pretty ill-advised.
Yeah, I don't think there's a safe way to get anywhere in the Nether.
Hey, look, a bot.
Oh.
Man, I haven't one of those in a while.
Yeah.
Do you want to take the shot, or shall I?
I got it.
Sweet, thank you. Thanks,
those-
Loomis.
No problem. Yeah, those kind of bots seem to have become rarer. They've been replaced by the racist bots now.
That's true.
Oh, it is a Minecraft mod. Oh, that's cool. I might have to look into that.
Ah, you know what we should have done?
What?
We should have put a banner down at that nether portal and marked it on the big map. I mean, we didn't have the maps with us,
Ah,
but
yeah, that
that was the thing
a
we
good
could have done.
idea.
I mean, I'm going back there, so I guess I can do it. Do you want to name
Yeah.
one? And I'll deploy it when I get up there.
Sure. Although, I don't know if I've got enough XP to name one, actually. See, what color banner would it need to be?
Well, what do we use? So we've got red for places of danger, aren't we? Which is also Badger's Folly, I notice. I've got a mixture of yellow and white, with blue for Kazumbi.
I think red is just like a...
Not us.
Yeah. It's other civilizations, settlements.
Ah, yeah.
So... Yeah, obviously Kazumbi is blue for the capital. Yellow is for villager-founded villagers. White is for our things.
Ah, yeah. That's cool. We could also do a change in Vault 0 to Vault 0 instead of Ominous Ban.
Yeah.
We've also got this white flag there, at the edge of the inland sea, which marks where that other nether portal is, but is currently unnamed.
Yeah.
I would love, were it,
Well,
worth the effort, to connect Stars on Sea to that place with a railway line, and then you'd put another one in from
Well-
Vault 0 to intersect with that line and create a little junction station.
yeah. I mean, this
Nice
one
does
here is,
marking.
this is
Sorry,
where
go
we
on.
built. This one here is where we built the fort, right?
Yes.
Oh,
the
yeah. So
Tyson's
you mean
marker.
the one up here? Yes.
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong one.
That's
Yeah, I feel like we should probably maybe change the color of that. We need a color for like points of interest.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because like that one where the portal is just there because of that ancient abandoned temple. It's not there for a village or a settlement.
Yeah. We need to replace them with like a, I don't know, a blue one? Oh no, we're using blue. Green?
Green, yeah. Would green show up on a map very well?
I don't know.
Purple?
Purple? Yeah, purple would be good.
So we could do with the let's see. Yeah, that's quite. So
Hmm.
the one with the old portal and Tyson's marker, as the station's called. So the two either side of that lake,
Hmm.
inland sea, technically would need to be purple, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
they're functionally there as points of interest. And I suppose it would be purple as well for the ice flow nether portal as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Tiefling limiting our capabilities here is a lack of item frame.
Yeah.
A critical lack, I might say.
You know, we originally made Southern Sea with a white flag. Because it was just our settlement. But now that we've got villages there, I wonder if we should change it to yellow.
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah.
It has become a village settlement, and
Mm.
so therefore the colour of its flag should change to reflect that, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, we really need to spend some time, like, tidying the map, filling out some of these territories, maybe scouting a little further.
Yeah, definitely.
But I guess there's a couple of supplies we need first. One of which is diamond shovels, so I should probably head over to East Market and get back to work on that.
Because yeah, a lot of jungle there and a lot of trees.
Yeah.
We could do it, and we've got places where we can go too. Like for those around the inland sea, we could easily just catch the train to the Tyson's Marker or the old, the abandoned Nether Temple.
Yeah.
Just march out from there on foot or mounted. Take a boat with you, and you can even strike for the coast and sail back.
Yeah.
The area north of Vault Zero that needs filling out. They're the ones I think could be easiest and most quickly done.
Yeah. Yeah, we need shovels and we need swords. And once we've got access to those, we can actually go do some adventuring.
That's true. I mean, I'm not averse to using an axe and a bow,
Yeah.
but a sword would be ideal. Like the bow is my primary weapon.
And my axe is like not optimized for combat. It's got
Oh, mine neither.
Yeah.
You can still bonk somebody with it though.
Yeah, you can, but it's not ideal.
Yeah. True. It's like bonk. The farming tools, aren't they? Unlike farming tools, they are not designed for combat as such.
Yeah.
And you can use them as well. Like we were talking about last time, which seems an age away. How there's a big difference between a scythe and a war scythe.
Yeah.
And Bruce Forsyth was unrelated to either of those things.
It's true. Very little to do with either of those things.
It's true. Probably had to use a scythe though. He was pretty old, wasn't he?
Yeah. I'd class that as plausible.
Yeah. Well, there's a non-zero chance that he ever used a scythe. Like, we can't say that he did,
Yeah.
but it's not impossible that he didn't.
Extreme Hills.
Oh,
That sounds like a Sonic stage. The Extreme Hill Zone.
Basically mountains, right? Extreme hills, I think it's
Yeah, I guess so.
super tall. I mean, I guess it's one of those things where technically it's not the mountain thing, but it is super tall.
Yeah.
Like there's the joke isn't it, about the bloke who walked up a hill and came down a mountain.
Yeah.
It was technically classified as a hill, but he went up to remeasure it, and when they measured it, it was actually tall enough to be considered a mountain. So he reclassified it.
Yeah, Chatsmo is indestructible.
I don't know that one.
Spread some fallout for me, Mangle. Oh, Chatsmo is the name of the individual Pokemon rather than the species. It's for the friendlock challenge that Mangle's been doing. Chatsmo is controlled by Chat.
Ah, of course.
every Pokemon on Mangle's team is controlled by a different person. So
It's been like man.
yeah, so it's mayhem.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And also means that Mangle's squad is determined by who's available on that day.
Oh, nice.
In fact, yeah, let me do this real quick.
Nice. Yeah. I think me and you had the same thought at the same time.
Yeah, you have to do
Should
the
I
same
be?
thing.
Ah, you've done it. Oh, hold on, just give me a sec. Give me
Yeah.
a hot minute, as Americans say. Actually, they don't. Hot minute means a long time.
Neuralon says ZZZ.
Yeah, now that Mangle's joined the streaming gang, and was doing some very fun streams, if I do say so.
Oh, good. Something to check out then.
Yeah. Well worth a look.
On your approved streamer list.
Hey, Tabitha. Hey, Amberlamp. Is Fenris here? Or is he somewhere else?
I don't know where Fenrir is, but I don't know where Fenris is.
Yeah, I don't see him. I probably parked him somewhere safe.
So safe you've lost him.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll turn back up. I hope. So, I think I was finishing off the roof when Tyson arrived, so I should probably get back to that, I guess.
Yeah? Oh, did we sort those banners? By the way. You can do it before you go, that's fine.
Oh, no, I completely forgot. I immediately
do it.
forgot the thing that I said that I would do.
Sure. This is fine. Have you seen the one where it's like a fireball sat in the chair and it's just dogs everywhere? The fire's saying, this is fine. That's so
I like
surreal
that.
that I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I can identify that with that angle. Like the first thing, like your house is the first thing you build, and you kind of build it in a hurry, and then it ends up tiny, and then everything else you've got more time on, so they tower over your house, even the things that you hardly ever use.
But my armor back on if I'm selling, so hopefully that can get repaired. You know, and feeling the call once more of the plastic crack, as they call it, which doesn't have the same ring as carbon crack, does it? Like I think it's
Not
still
quite.
solid. It doesn't have the same. Doesn't have the same ring, does it? No, just and you know, I've been doing some assembling. I'm not doing any painting yet though, but you know, I've been getting things together. I'm two beats shy of. I forgot to install. Find out. We have 6, but I only want 2. What? There's 2 pumpkins though. I'll probably sell those. So I've been thinking about it. I've been been assembling some stuff and getting back into the old disputes and wars that go with this thing.
Yeah.
People are angry at Games Workshop again.
Well, what have they
I
done
mean, La
this time?
Change. Do you remember, like, in like the early 2000s, when everyone's like, GW's on the point of ruin, they've gone too far this time. And like, it's 20 years later and, nothing's changed and they've not gone bang and everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the usual. This time they pointed out that you can't just use their IP and make your own products based off it. People are not happy about that.
Yeah.
GW hates its fan base, they say. My favourite theory is that they're intentionally trying to ruin Warhammer 40,000 so that they can go bankrupt. That is some 4D chess if true.
Yeah.
Like, imagine deliberately putting your company out of business for profit. Like, no, most people wouldn't do that, would they?
I don't know. I mean, it might.
Like, I don't mean like asset stripping.
Yeah.
Before that one comes up. That one is a real thing. No, I mean buying a business and deliberately closing it in order to profit the other parts of your business.
How am I gonna get back on this roof now?
Like General Motors buying up US trams and then closing them because they had stakes in, motors.
Yeah.
There's a whole consortium doing that.
I feel like it would be unusual for a UK business to do this kind of thing.
Yeah,
in the US, maybe a little more often.
Yeah.
I think there's certainly been cases of companies being driven to bankruptcy so that the executives could profit off of it.
That's true. That seems to happen with UK banks a lot, doesn't it? Rather than just general companies, it tends to be like investment banks.
Yeah.
That do that. Yeah. Some say the scheme is to make Games Workshop get bankrupt so somebody has to buy them out. Because everyone knows a bankrupt business is a tempting target, and they will pay lots to buy a business that's gone bang.
Yeah, I mean, you're paying for the name mostly.
That's true. I think it's not the craziest thing, but the idea that would be your business plan.
Yeah.
And they're heavily motivated by the fact that you, personally hate the fans. And your whole, every model you release is deliberately to spite the fans.
Yeah, I don't really think the fact that they hate their fans is affecting their business practices much. I think they mostly keep those separate.
Yeah, I mean, they're professionals, aren't they?
Yeah.
One of my favourite things is that with all of these things, every time there's we should boycott GW because they've gone too far and they're evil. They're bankrupt, they're going bang, and you look at the share price and it's higher than ever.
Yeah.
Just to give a little context, 'cause it amuses the poop out of me. Do you remember how angry I was with the release of Age of Sigmar?
Yeah.
The one time I've genuinely got mad about GW. It was the low point of what fans refer to as the dark times.
Yeah.
When they got someone in charge who didn't understand how to actually run a business. But he understood money, short-term finance, just not how to actually run a business.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's at that time the shares fell. Like with the release of Age of Sigmar in that era, the shares fell from 500 pence a share to 400 pence a share, which is that's 20%, isn't it?
Yeah.
For a lot of businesses, that's your manager gets sacked, and you call in the liquidators and stuff. It was big change time, which they did do. Within 2 years, their share price was 4,200 pence a share.
Yeah.
So it's the previous high point was 500.
Yeah.
And it's only gone up since then. In fact, I believe in 2017 they had the fastest growing share price of any company in the UK. So not going bang anytime soon unless something very, very drastic happens.
Yeah.
And they're better than they were in terms of evil business practices, I think.
Yeah.
Like, they still do them. And every so often someone comes out at woodwork and is like, they treated me terrible as a games designer, which is, they did. But usually it's from years ago.
Yeah.
I feel it's pretty, in some ways it's got better. They also redistributed like 5 million quid of profits to their workers. Like each worker got like 3 grand or something.
Yeah.
So, that's the kind of thing that me as a left winger likes. Share the profits,
Yeah.
comrades. And also they gave back their COVID money they got given by the government.
Yeah.
They were like, we're a business that does quite well when people are at home. Spend it on the NHS or something. And then probably assuming that the government minister in charge was like, yeah, that's really good, just shoving it in their pocket.
Yeah.
Well, their friend's pocket technically, and then rewards them later.
Yeah, they've been better off donating it directly to the NHS.
Yeah. So would. Yeah. But anyway. So, we're getting a little bit back into these things, keeping an eye on them. I was surprised. I mean, I wasn't surprised there was a we should boycott GW, they're evil thing. But the new arguments were the ones that, amused me.
Yeah.
Because they hate their fans, and we should all 3D print, and that way we'll get better 40k. So, okay, so you're gonna stop 40k being produced in order to get better 40k. That's a bold strategy.
Yeah.
So it works out. Because, like, if everyone just 3D prints all their own models, then it's game over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, semi-literally game over. And they're like, yeah, that way other companies will come to the fore instead of GW. I can see that, but
ZZZ.
no models company are going to do well if everyone just prints their own models.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be selling the licenses to it, I guess.
Yeah, but the whole point is that you don't pay him a penny. You just do it yourself, you see.
Yeah.
Which is,
I mean,
it's tragically common.
You need the, like, instruction guidelines. I mean, obviously they're being passed around on the internet at random now, I guess. But, like, your company model under that would be to sell the construction diagrams.
Yeah, definitely. And there are some companies that do that.
Yeah.
And if that's what the people were talking about, I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
But they were talking about just like knocking stuff off until everyone gets better and whatever. I don't really know. I don't think there was like a clear, thought out plan. I think it was more internet vitriol.
The general idea that you make your own stuff to punish them for that instead of buying their stuff to punish them for their practices until they change their practices.
I think that's the idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Which in and of itself isn't terrible. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. I was too busy with my carrots. There's spending, what do they call it? Voting with your pounds.
Yeah.
Like it's a car idea, that's not too bad. But I got to say, coming back after being a few years away from the hobby, as it were, and kind of taking a look at it, I've got to say, the models are even better. Like they're just big and incredible.
Yeah.
Like the level of detail they can do on a plastic model now is just mind blowing. Like plastic models are way more detailed than resin or metal used to be.
Yeah.
How are you doing that? Blood sacrifice, one assumes. But other than that,
Well, they've got to step up the quality to win back the fan base. Otherwise, they're just going to 3D print it,
well, that's true. They're like GW's thing has always been into that. We're not going to cut prices. We'll just give you better things for the money. And that's their official stance.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds like an excuse, but also might be true. Yeah, they've just released a plastic. I say just. It's probably like years ago. Relatively recently, insofar as I have that knowledge, released a plastic Lilith Hesperex.
Yeah.
The Dark Eldar special character. They're not called Dark Eldar anymore, by the way, but that's another matter.
Yeah.
I've
Now,
got-
Darcy on Eldarius or something.
Oh man, I wish they were. They're Drukhari, which is like an
Yeah.
in-universe name for them, so fair enough. But I really wish it was that obvious. Dark Eldar with a C.
Yeah.
Original character, do not steal.
I mean, some of the Warhammer ones are that bad.
They really are. I mean, I'll give them elves with the AE because that's actually the historic spelling of elves.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, it's original character, do not steal. Oh yeah, address mangle before I carry on with my little diatribe.
Halloween Pokemon, that would be cool for chat to get another Pokemon. The new Legends Arceus news? I have not. What's going on with that?
Arceus gonna Arceus, as they say.
Yeah. That is what he does.
It do be like that sometimes.
A new Arceus form? Pick a direction. Is this... No, that's cobblestone. But it looked a little different.
So yeah, they've released plastic Lilith Hesperax, and the detail is as good or indeed better than the Failcast one that I've got.
Yeah.
Failcast, a fine cast, atrocious material. Like, I see what they were trying to do, but it didn't work. I'm glad they've stopped it. They go for, they're doing everything in plastic now. Better.
Yeah.
I mean, they've still got resin and metal models in the range, but the new stuff is all plastic.
Yeah.
Also, and I like this and all, although this is a slightly more varied thing, but she's wearing a more covering outfit, while still looking like, someone who performs in the arena.
Yeah.
For the entertainment of crowds. And perform has, more than one meaning in this context, one of which involves winking at the viewer.
Yeah.
Because that's they can't say it because they like to be kid friendly to a degree. But they can imply it with a nudge and a wink.
Yeah.
They perform, if you know what I mean. Which I mean, Dark Elder Society, that is probably how that would go.
Yeah. I mean, and for Dark Elder Arena, it'll be a wonder if it's not both at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's the...
Yeah.
There's an implication there. You want to see a beautiful person kill some people in horrendous ways? You're in luck. Is essentially the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible model, and the fact they can do that in plastic now is just mind blowing for an old hand like me.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Very, very good, and like the technical side of it is a lot better as well. Like how stuff fits together, the amount of flash you don't get anymore. Smaller mold lines, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure I follow Mangle. Like, there's been a new form announced for Arceus in the game? Or what's the new form?
Yeah, I was reading the other day. Apparently, I'm sorry, go on. What were you about to say?
I don't know that I can get back into GW stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I admire that they've got a lot of good business practices these days and they're doing good things, and I can put aside past fallouts, but like, after the...
Wait, which one though? I mean, like 1 or New Vegas? Because you should never put them behind you. It's the greatest thing ever made by human hands. So really, I can't get on board with you putting it to one side. It's outrageous.
Well, I mean, I said past fallouts. I didn't necessarily mean those two. Just...
Oh, you're probably thinking like Fallout 4, right?
Yeah, that definitely 4, and
Bethesda, you see, they hate their fan base.
yeah.
Cinepan! Sorry, continue. I hijacked your serious and thoughtful point with a bizarre joke.
Yeah, I basically pushed all of the settings out of my mind after they killed Warhammer, because even though 40k was going fine, like I couldn't trust them with my emotions after that point. So I intentionally lost
too.
in. Yeah. So
Exactly
I intentionally
that.
lost.
Sorry, go on.
Intentionally
I was
lost
excited.
interest in all of their stuff.
Yeah, that was me. You actually expressed that better than I've been able to express that in the past 6 years. Because I couldn't express why. Because I was actually technically on paper more into 40k than I was into Warhammer anyway, wasn't I? It's just that
Yeah.
everyone I knew played Warhammer.
Yeah, I mean, same. I got into Warhammer because everybody else was playing it, but I much preferred the setting of 40k.
Yeah. I remember your Eldar that you painted in like 1998.
Yeah.
Like we both had Eldar in those days. I later gave mine to my dad. I became an Imperium man.
Yeah.
But also I don't like Primaris Marines, but that's another matter.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
But
If I were to go back to it now, it's unrecognizable. It's all the Primarchs are all back, and the Space Marines are now Primaris Marines, and
they're in proportion finally.
yeah.
I mean, like physically in proportion rather than being disproportionately wide, like the old Space Marine models always were. And I don't stand for it. I'll have my Space Marines with disproportionately short limbs, thank you very much. Just as the Emperor intended.
It's because of the thickness of their armor. It was always intentional.
If they didn't hate their fan base, they'd understand. But yeah, that's something that I kind of butted heads against. I'm like, the Who Marines?
Yeah.
What do you mean, Gilliman? He's been dead for years. Abaddon did what?
Yeah. Like.
Adia's where? Destroyed. Interesting. The planet broke before the guard did. Like, literally, the guard was still fighting as the planet broke up around him.
Yeah.
Which is, like par for the course and also still awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the setting's no longer recognizable, and I just can't see myself getting back into painting and army building and actually playing the game. And it's like I'm struggling to muster the energy to get back into the setting, given all of that, with how much it's changed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's entirely understandable. I didn't think I were going to. It's just that I've slowly sank backwards into relapsed. Sad. But you see, I suppose it's like, Gollum had the ring longer, didn't he, than like Frodo, so he could never escape from it.
Neuralon says ZZZ.
I was in it longer when I... Yes. It's got a greater hold on me. Or maybe more like Bilbo and Frodo would perhaps be the example.
Yeah.
Because it's not vastly different, it's just different enough.
Where are your models, Nevalon? Well, I put them on the mantelpiece. No, wait. Here they are in my pocket.
That's funny. But after all, why not? Why shouldn't I keep them? Yeah, here's a question for you. I mean, I wouldn't, by the way, if you don't mind me talking about things that I'm like, this is cool that I've encountered. Even though I don't expect you to be like, well, Narellen likes this, I better get back into it myself.
I mean,
beat me again.
Quick summary. I think the Primaris Marines are actually kind of a cool idea, and I like that the old Space Marine designs will still be used for like vehicle pilots and stuff, and that there is a clash in universe between them, and there'll still be Space Marine chapters, and there'll be entirely Primaris chapters, etc., etc. I do think that I preferred the Primarchs when they were dead. They were more interesting when they weren't around.
Yeah, I think you've partly got the problem with the Horus Heresy book series, which is great by and large. Makes them people rather than mythic archetypes.
Yeah.
And so whereas people of our generation saw them as sort of mythic figures who would best be represented as statues that were idealized, and the Imperial, people would look up to them in awe and know nothing about them really.
Yeah.
We now know them as people. Like, even if you take the example of old villainous Perturabo, we know that he made toy models in his spare time.
Yeah.
Like, that's a person trait, not a mythic archetype. You know, he's not just twirling his mustache and being villainous, he's got a hobby.
Yeah.
Like, Lehman Russ likes playing a game that's probably chess. It's not chess, but I don't know what the game is. It's like a board game that's akin to chess. You know, so people now kind of want to know more about him because they've seen him as people, not as the archetypes.
Whereas I preferred the air of mystery.
Mm.
Like, who were the people behind the archetypes? Maybe we'll never know.
Yeah, there's a very strong kind of story with that in there.
Yeah.
Because it's like what is the Doctor's real name in Doctor Who? Like, 'cause the Doctor isn't his name; it's a title he adopted for himself. It's like, what is his name? And one of the showrunners said, yeah, you can never know that though, because whatever it is will never be cool.
Yeah.
Like if his name's John, or whatever it is, what is the Doctor's name is a cool and interesting thing, which actually knowing his name can never match, no matter what his name may be. Which is a good point. Yeah, I can understand and respect the. I prefer it when the Primarchs were a mythic archetype.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Apparently, past one of us put some stone cooking.
Oh. I mean, to be fair, if I see those empty, I normally put some stone in.
Yeah. Some fuel going too. Put some more in, I think.
Ginge was just asking for attention. How is Ginge, Mangle? The cat's doing good?
Put some cobblestone in.
Yeah. You've got to keep the fires burning.
I was looking at some models online as I've started doing it, and going,
Yeah.
and these are so Dark Eldar witches. I mean Drukhari witches with a Y. See, they did that in the 90s. Witches with a Y. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Actually, it's WYCH into not even a T in there. Yeah, they're the gladiatrices. No, that's technically true. It's gladiatores for men and gladiatrices for women.
Yeah.
Men and women. They perform in the arena, don't they, and do arena things. And they wear the semi skimpy outfits, both men and women, because you're making a point, like we said.
Yeah.
But here's a thought for you. I'll value your opinion. Like, people always paint Dark Eldar in black, don't they? That's the norm. Although when they were first released, it was purple. You can think that.
Yeah. I think purple is better for them.
I think it works better actually as well. It depends on the purple, I suppose. Like if you did like a really pale purple, that might not look so good. But it'd be different, so who knows. But I think that witches should be in like bold colours. Because the people who perform for spectators, would they really just dress in black?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I see where you're going with this, and this is what I expected. And what I would say is it does make a lot of sense for, given Dark Eldar culture, for everything to be incredibly vibrant and over the top. Except, if you look at the Craftworld Eldar, bright colours for them are largely associated with their pantheon. It's a very religious thing. And considering where they've gone, I think the Dark Eldar setting out down that path would want to distance themselves very thoroughly from that. Hence the dark monochrome nature of their outfits that have now become tradition.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah. Yeah, because everything's ritualized with the Eldar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a way of avoiding being what the Dark Eldar are. And
Yeah.
the colours are part of the thing. Yeah, and I thought that. Good thinking. That's a good point. Rejection of the Eldar way. Although the Dark Eldar claim it the other way around, don't they? It was the
Yeah.
Eldar who rejected the Eldar way.
Yeah, I mean, strictly we should say, you know, the Craft World Eldar and the Dark Eldar rather than the Eldar, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, that's how they market it these days as well.
Yeah.
Which actually makes sense. Because like the Eldar are no longer just the Eldar, are they, in terms of tabletop representation.
Yeah.
You got Harlequins too. Both of them. No, they've got like 4 kits, don't even worry about it. Well, they got a vehicle that can be assembled in 2 ways. The Harlequin troop and a couple of characters. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Anyone who says you need 100 kits like the Space Marines is lying. Yeah, 4. It's fine. See, one of my issues I've got at the minute is, you know, I've got like 4 40k armies, really.
I thought I was about to say you've got 4 issues.
I mean, I've got lots of issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously I've had lots of like little bits over the years just because it was interesting to paint or whatever. Interesting, wasn't like a bit of Tyranids or whatever. But I got a couple of Space Marine armies. One a Blood Angel's successor, which was because I got mad at Matt. Spiritual Liege indeed. I'll show you. I won't even use this codex. It's a little bit what that thought process amounted to.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And then later I calmed down. And so I turned some of my as yet unpainted Blood Angel successors into Iron Hand successors. Because it turns out painting red is a massive chore.
Yeah.
And I didn't fancy doing it anymore. True story. But, like, you know, there's still a lot of work to do there, you know, lots of models to paint, things to touch up, but I don't know if I want to because of the Primaris thing.
Yeah.
That's not the way, you know, that's not the future of the Space Marines anymore. So I'm not saying I never will, but I just don't consider that a big priority for me anymore. Because
Yeah.
Primaris, you know, my Space Marines might disappear at some point. I imagine they will eventually. Not for a long time, I wouldn't have thought, but I can imagine ultimately, you know, different Space Marine units will disappear from production.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
if I was
eventually
making an Astartes army, I think I want to make one of like the pure Space Marine ones that has some kind of issue with the Primaris. Not because I dislike the Primaris, just because that's more interesting.
Yeah, I agree with that one. And I do like you say, that they put that as an in-universe problem.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Space Marines are like, nah, I don't like that.
Again, if it's just like a variant list that they put out where you use old Space Marines, that would be cool.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Like what? Like how, yeah, as you were saying, the Blood Angels had their unique army list and the like.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't use this codex because I ate it when 5th edition came out. 5th edition Space Marine Codex. And I was like, I don't like it. Other one, can I read a Horus Heresy novel? You know, Sanguinius is a nice bloke. I'll use his codex.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty much your thinking as well. Well, you know what? I've never been that keen on the Blood Angels, but Sanguinius seems nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt the same. Sanguinius is the best Primarch, but the Blood Angels are boring.
Yeah. Like, I like the kind of Black Rage stuff, you know, that they think they are Sanguinius. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But as a chapter, I just never bothered.
Yeah.
There's not as boring as the Ultramarines, of course.
Yeah.
Because they are, you know, Johnny default, aren't they? They can't help it. They kind of have to be, almost.
Neuralon says ZZZ.
I feel like there must be ways to make the Ultramarines interesting, but they just haven't done it.
They managed to do it in the Horus Heresy novels.
Yeah.
Like the Ultramarines and Gilliman are quite interesting. But it's not something that seems to translate to the tabletop.
Yeah.
There's partly, I suppose. Sorry.
I was going to say to mangle the Hisuian Zoroa line. The first normal ghost type, like that. On the one hand, seems like a really obvious and cool thing to try, and on the other hand, makes like no sense. Two things that can't interact with each other. And you're going to put them in one creature. Normal types are defined by their mundanity, which is why ghost types can't affect them. Like that, the reason that they can hit fighting types is because they target their fighting spirit, but normal types have no such thing.
Is that the rule?
I think so.
I like that. I think in part the Horus Heresy era Ultramarines get some good contrast with the Word Bearers. They're
Yeah.
unrequited enemies. Like the Word Bearers hate him, and the Ultramarines don't hate the Word Bearers.
Yeah.
And like don't realize that the Word Bearers hate him either, because they did what the Emperor told them to do, and the Word Bearers are mad about it. But the Ultramarines are like, well, you know, we had to do it.
Yeah.
That's what the Emperor wanted us to do. And you even get the whole thing of Gilliman like personally hating it, hating that he had to humiliate the Word Bearers on the Emperor's orders,
Yeah.
and being like, I just wish I could make it up to Lorgar. But at the same time, he can't really say that publicly, because that goes against the Emperor. So
Yeah.
they managed to make that kind of stuff interesting. It's almost a little bit, you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are. It sounds like that, but he does know he is.
Yeah.
Nice little perspectives from Lorgar and Gilliman as well. Where Lorgar kind of remembers Gilliman's face that day, and like how he's just smugly standing over him and all like that. Whereas Gilliman's talks, when he muses on it, how upset he was and how it was everything he could do to like keep a straight face and not reveal his anguish.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, alright, I like that. Yeah, well, they do manage to make it. I mean, they're not as interesting as the others, even so.
Yeah.
But they managed to make them more interesting than usual. Who wants to buy some taters? Do you? No. Do you? Yes. Come hither. Thank you.
I don't know. I mean, the Imperial Guard are like the most standard and basic thing in the setting, and they're super cool. Like, why can't the Ultramarines be like them?
Yeah. That's a good point. Because the Imperial Guard are just ordinary people.
Yeah.
You can't really get more basic than that, can you? Just ordinary dudes with a torch and a t-shirt, as the saying goes.
Yeah. I think maybe the problem is that the Ultramarines get talked up way too much and are way too smug about their whole deal. If people would like them more if they were given a bit of a kicking.
Yeah. I think that's probably true, actually. Because they used to be as well. Like, the whole Battle for Macragge thing, where they defeat the Tyranids, but suffer just like gigantic casualties. And even then, defeat is prevent from destroying your home planet, rather than defeat full stop.
Yeah, like maybe if they played into that more.
Yeah.
Like for them, that was like the rebirth of their the codices. Like, that's how they were absolutely devastated by that battle. Like, it cost them nigh everything. Really build up how damaged they are and how they rebuilt themselves about that structure. The way they had to set out to like find the right space between for each role, and that how they had to like build it up a company at a time, just steadily reconstructing themselves from nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you can make them more interesting like that.
Yeah, definitely. That definitely
And then-
works.
And then from there, maybe mix in a bit of like Cadian style stuff, where they always stand their ground, where they're that dedicated to what they do. That like they're after seeing the Tyranid advance, the effects of the Tyranid advance being allowed to happen, they're the sort of people who will look at a big threat in the galaxy and just put themselves in the way of it. And stand their ground regardless of how much it devastates them, because they know they have the structure, the order, they will rebuild themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Instead of, we're the best.
Yeah. Oh. Hello, trader. No llamas?
Interesting.
Yeah. All sent over.
we're not learning.
Thanks, Mangle. Hey, Badger. Talking about ants. Close, we're talking about ultramarines.
Ants have more personality, am I right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Preach it.
Excuse me, I'm going to collect an army of not
Oh.
Vikings. I've made a couple of. They're not actually purple. They're technically this whatever shade this is in your language. Come here then. There.
Okay.
Hold on,
One moment.
let me give you these. Give you these banners. Hoppa!
Oh, where
Ah, I
are we?
missed you again. There you go.
Cool. Magenta.
Ah, cool. Mulberry to
Yeah.
me.
Ah.
We don't seem to have any
I like
whatchamacallums though. You know the ones I mean.
I do not know
Labels,
those. Oh.
name tags.
Yeah. Well, you don't need those for a banner. You put them on the smith and hammer a new name into them.
Dude, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've not done one in ages. So that saves that then. That's way better.
Okay,
I
thank
don't
you
know
for the lurk, Mangle, and thanks for hanging out and chatting. It's good to have you here. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen you here. I've missed you. Try to catch you for the next friend lock. It's tomorrow, right? The next friend lock? Yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. Find some glowstone. Do we need dark oak saplings? Have we got plenty?
I think we've only got like 2 dark oak trees. I think.
Hmm.
Let me check on the old saplings. I don't know why I went that way. Let me check on the old sapling status.
Friend luck is tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully
Oh,
I'll
we've
be able to
got a
catch
few,
that when I
actually.
get home from work. Okay. I don't think he's got anything else we need then. More puffer fish. And he sells vines, but I think we can grow our own vines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that
cool.
got taken down anyway. The website Vine, and it's been gone for years. We can't make vines anymore.
Yeah. I didn't know it was taken down. Like, I knew it had been replaced.
Yeah, I mean, I assumed so. Maybe it just no longer was hip.
Yeah, I thought it was like MySpace, where it still exists, just nobody goes there.
Was it the case of those words of Grandpa Simpson? I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what's it is strange and scary to me. And it'll happen to you.
Yeah, it pretty much covers it.
That's the truest Simpsons quote as well. It's just spot on. Sun is setting.
Okay. Well,
It must be night time. The trader went
Nurulon
invisible.
says ZZZ.
But yeah, Badger, how are you doing? You good? What's going on, buddy?
Maybe we should buy
Yeah.
pumpkins. Sells them for a mere emerald apiece.
Yeah. Don't think we'd quite turn a profit on that.
Not quite.
Which map is it? 94, I think.
We're in the map house.
So what? No, I'm looking at the nether maps.
99 was the one I'd got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you, Badger.
Blaze Keep Gate. I was wondering what to name the banner.
Ah, yeah.
Like, do we name it Blaze Keep Gate since it's the other side of the same gate, or do we name it Frost Gate?
What did you call it before? Were it Frostgate?
Yeah, I've been calling it Frost Gate.
So do the two sides of the portal have different names?
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe it's like villages split across a river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frost Gate it is.
Great stuff.
Did you have a place in mind for the other banner?
Well, either we've got a couple of places that it could go. I only made 2, even though I guess there's technically 3 that we could do with it. Because we've Tyson's the station and fort of Tyson's marker doesn't have a new purple banner nor a name. And
I mean, I think the fort would be a white one because it's a structure we created that isn't inhabited by villagers.
that's true. So I guess the other one would be the other nether portal then.
Hmm.
Which map is this?
Ruin Gate?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Cool. Both named.
Great stuff, thank you. That's just a nice flow, I don't want that.
Remember to take a map with you so you can tag them.
I'm just having a look now. Trying to find which is the right one for it.
Low sleep
these.
day. A low sleep day is rough. But yeah, at least the spare room's done. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, Badger.
Hey.
Hi.
Ah, thank you. That's one of them, but it's not both. I need ice flows. I need pictures of Spider-Man. Ah, here it is.
Yeah. The other banner's on the floor behind you. It wasn't
Thank
quite
you.
in pickup range, I guess.
Just missed out.
But yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Although I'm expecting next week to be a bit of a thing. Giving blood on Sunday, and then I've got a lot of work that week immediately after it, and we've got family visiting, so it's going to be a busy one.
You're always rate badly when you give blood.
Yeah.
But wait, but didn't they like stop you doing it for a bit or something?
Yeah, when I was younger, because I was severely underweight at the time, so they banned me from doing it.
Yeah.
But nowadays I am woefully fat.
So you're fine now.
Yeah. I'll be pretty crap for the rest of the day, and I probably won't feel quite right the next day, but I'll be functional.
Yeah. I wonder if you're meant to feel like that when you give blood.
I mean, yeah. It affects everybody differently. Some people are perfectly fine after they do it, but in general, you're not going to feel great.
Yeah, on account of you've lost some blood.
Yes.
Like a whole chunk.
It's a significant proportion, yeah. Isn't it like an eighth or something that they take?
Yeah. What you do, see, is you take an eighth of your blood, then you wait a while till your body's replaced it, then you replace your own blood and thus perform better in sporting events.
Ah.
Come on, Fenrir.
Completely undetectable.
Exactly. That is a thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Right, Fenrir. It increases the amount of oxygen and whatever in your blood.
Hmm.
So with a natural performance enhancer, I guess. Because it's your own blood.
Yeah. Doesn't sound super healthy, but...
Oh no, but what about professional sports is?
True.
It's all about performing well in the meantime and the future be damned.
Yeah.
Like how like professional cyclists
I mean-
like can't walk until you're like 40 or whatever.
Mm. Man, I feel like there's a depressing amount of do it for now and the future be damned into all the cheating as well.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, they don't tend to go on about the old ones, but a significant amount of, like, Olympic gold medals that have been given out in the past have since been revoked because they keep extra blood samples on tap for future technologies to be developed, and a lot of times they find that the people who got the gold medal, we couldn't detect that they were cheating at the time, but now we can look back and yeah, they were, so it gets stripped off of them.
Not ideal, is it?
No.
Turns out they were cheating this whole time.
Yeah.
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 I mean, as long as you're winning for now, though, right? That's what matters.
Yeah.
No thought, only present.
Like, I have to say this for esports, like, there's not a lot of cheating goes on in esports. And I feel like if it did, like, the feeling towards it is different.
Yeah.
Like, if you were caught cheating in esports, I feel like you'd be done for good.
Yeah. Because there have been people who
Whereas-
have been caught, haven't they? And they've been just like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, act.
Whereas, like, when you're watching football, it's unwatchable how much cheating there is. It's just become an accepted part of the game.
Yeah. A lot of diving and that.
Yeah.
Like how much you can dive and stuff without getting sent off or booked.
Yeah. Like, it's a skill you practice, but it's against the rules. You're cheating if you're doing that. And they
Yeah.
all do it.
Yep.
Like, I could not cheer for a football team.
No, I get that.
Ah!
What did you do? What did you fall off? That sounds like a falling off sound.
Yeah. I missed the spot whilst filling out the roof, and I happened to jump down onto exactly that spot.
To quote the ever immortal words of the railway stories, more commonly known as Sam the Tank Engine and Friends, danger means falling down things.
Yeah.
That just says nerf diving, and I agree.
Yeah.
He's just in the meta
It's
right
true.
now.
Hmm.
So if you nerf it, they'll make a change.
Yeah, hacking diving. Like divers spend like so little time in the water, but their gold medal is worth as much as a full swimmer's? I don't think so.
You get like half. Like a
Yeah.
piece of 8.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me.
You know, I used to see a lot of underhanded play at Wargames tournaments too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, there weren't many
Well, I mean,
straight
yeah,
up cheaters.
It's true. You did tend to go there with Asma.
Hey, we never cheated. I'm not saying there was no underhand play, but we never cheated.
Yeah.
I think my favourite trick of Asmoth's, because it did nothing for us, but had a massive impact on them, which, I mean, it benefits us in that regard, was he put one of his dwarf characters, I think it was his runesmith, on his own in the bum end of nowhere on the board at deployment, like way away from everything else.
Yeah.
And it threw the enemy team off completely. Like, they spent ages trying to work out what it was he could be doing by doing that. And they couldn't fathom it, of course, because it was served no purpose.
Yeah.
And they played so much more defensively on that whole flank. Because they thought he'd got some 4D chess incomprehensible scheme
Yeah.
for what he was doing. It was brilliant. It was a brilliant move. Oh, good. I did once in a friendly game that was with Asmath against two fellas. Whisper loudly to him. Whisper to him. I wish we had the spell Pit of Shades. But say Pit of Shades just loud enough for our opponents to hear it, because I knew that Pit of Shades was the one spell they didn't want us to have. Because they didn't know what spells we had, of course. And they were terrified that we'd got Pit of Shades because it's so effective against Lizardmen, which one of the armies was.
Yeah.
And so as soon as he heard that, of course, he thought we'd got Pit of Shades. And they started playing on the assumption that we had. That was needless, but it did amuse me.
Yeah.
I wish we had Pit of Shades. And then I immediately heard the fella go, "He's not about using Pit of Shades." I mean, I wouldn't. You shouldn't do that, really. I wanted to see if it'd work, and it did. But
Yeah.
Don't whisper about Pit of Shades when you've not got Pit of Shades, kids. Pit of Shades probably isn't a spell anymore, is it? I bet Age of Sigmar doesn't have it. Ah, well.
No idea.
Got flying sharks, though. Old Age of Sigmar.
I kind of wish it didn't, to be honest.
Well, I mean, flying sharks. They're functionally flying.
Yeah.
They're from sea elves who live below the sea, because that's how they do.
Yeah.
And they when they invade the land for people to enslave, because that's how they do.
How do their slaves breathe?
Oh, they don't for long.
I don't feel like you'd get a usable amount of work out of them before they went.
Yeah, it's more the life force thing they're after.
Oh, okay.
So they use magic to keep them alive long enough until they can, steal their life energies.
Yeah.
Because when the Warren world was destroyed and the 8 mortal realms were created, the eight mortal realms were created, they didn't quite transfer properly. That particular group of elves. So they're not quite. They're there obviously, but a lot of their people aren't born quite fully. I don't know what.
Elumus of Fail says
Formed, I
ZZZ.
guess. So they need to steal the people's life force.
Right.
Neuralon
I
says
think you're the deal.
ZZZ.
But when they invade the land, they cast this spell to basically. So obviously they are on land and everything, but it functions like sea. So their sharks actually swim as though they were swimming through water, but it's actually the air.
Oh, okay.
Got a big old turtle as well. Same deal. And a seahorse. Great models.
Yeah.
Big. An Enderman just teleported right in front of me. That was as some call it, a brown trouser moment.
Yeah, kind of like Nami in League of Legends swims through the air for some reason.
Yes,
Like-
exactly that.
She has a lot of special powers, but that's not one of them.
Yeah, that was unrelated.
Yeah.
Marked.
Marked. Yeah, good.
Ruin Gate is now on the map. I put
Nice.
Ruin Gate on the map, I'll have you know.
I mean, I believe you did find it and draw attention to it, so I can't argue with that.
That is true, yeah, actually, yeah. But I'm gonna come back from this side now.
Wonky water elves.
Yeah, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
They didn't come out right.
Hmm.
I actually like the lore of Age of Sigmar, but I just don't think I could get into it because of the aforementioned reasons we discussed earlier that you so
Yeah.
eloquently summed up. Well, you know, the lore is actually really cool, and they've kind of cut loose with the models a bit.
Yeah.
You know, because like the I mean, as much as we love Warhammer, they are kind of fantasy elves, fantasy dwarves, fantasy orcs, right? In different
Yeah.
shades, fantasy undead and whatever. Whereas in Age of Sigmar, it's all kinds of bonkers stuff. Dwarves with little hot air balloons strapped to their backs, sure,
Yeah.
that's one of them. Giant turtles that swim through the air as though they were in the sea. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Bonkers goblin stuff with mushrooms. I mean, they already had that, but worse.
Yeah.
Even more so. New orcs too. Like, there's the current orcs that exist, but there's also some meaner looking orcs.
Hmm.
You know, not like bigger. I mean, they look more vicious. So I don't know if they're going to replace orcs or if they're just like a different kind of orcs or something. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know only that they exist. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of a cool model. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to town.
What is it that toolsmith? What's the block for toolsmiths?
Oh, it's nah. Is it the grindstone or is that weaponsmiths?
I think that's weaponsmith.
Are you in East Market at the minute?
Yeah.
Ah, cause I can tell you where the toolsmith in Chasmby is based, and we could choose accordingly. Oh wait, no, I think he's a weaponsmith.
Yeah.
You know the big house in front of the factory?
Hmm.
Is he a toolsmith or a weaponsmith? He's a toolsmith, right?
Toolsmith, yeah. There's the other toolsmith in my house, so.
It's the block that's got like hammers and stuff hung on the sides. The grindstone is for weaponsmiths. The block with like the hammers and it looks like a like a workbench.
Yeah, smithing table?
Yeah, that seems legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typed smith
Probably
into
that.
the recipe book, and that's what came up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll do it.
I'm gonna need iron for that. Do I have any with me? I do not. So I'm gonna have to head back to Chasmby anyway.
Ah, well. I'm currently heading back to Chasmby.
I'm gonna have to go shortly anyway, so I'll probably head to Chasmby and close out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the structure of the new building's done.
Nice.
Just need to populate it.
If I mean, I don't know if Tyson's was supposed to be joining us, wasn't he? So I don't know if he is or not.
Yeah, I think he'd be joining about 9. It was about this time that he joined last time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so that makes
Yeah.
sense. So what I'll probably do is when we get back to Chasmby, I'll take a break.
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
then for another hour and a half, whatever, with Tyson. If Tyson doesn't turn up, probably just another hour or so.
Yeah.
I think that's
he-
what I'll do.
He did. I believe he did say he was going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my expectation was that he'd be arriving about this time, and I'd be leaving about this time. So
That makes sense. I just have sat with terrible posture there. Everything's creaking. You know, I'd got a gig booked for November. I got one for this
Yeah?
month, one for November.
Hmm.
And my friend texted me today with the news that the one from November has been postponed, which makes
Yeah.
sense. But it's been postponed to January 2023.
23.
Yeah.
I mean,
like I get
mean,
it.
it's
but-
yeah, no, I think that's fairly realistic, considering considering our government.
yeah.
We're on what, the 4th wave now, and they still haven't learned lessons from the first one.
That's right. Yes.
We're going to be the last country to get rid of COVID.
Oh yeah. You know, there are going to be like remote countries that haven't had access to a vaccine or anything that will get rid of it before we will.
Yeah, I think there are remote countries that had no access to vaccine that have gotten rid of it before we have.
Yeah, that's true. Interestingly, because the band is Trivium, they've also postponed their EU tour as well.
Oh.
Just EU, because it was EU and then like so many dates in UK. Because of course they have to do it all separately now because Brexit.
Yeah.
Actually, I should have said that as because Brexit, with a roll of the eyes.
Yeah.
Again, if you were pro-Brexit for reasons that weren't boo foreigners, fair enough. You know, I can get that. People like Jeremy Corbyn were pro-Brexit as well. Yeah. Socialist
Yeah.
MPs like the Dennis Skinner and stuff.
Hmm.
Because the EU, not an ideal place when you actually look below the surface.
Yeah.
But the way the whole thing's been handled, absolute farce. And for
Yeah.
musicians who want to tour between the UK and Europe, or comedians or anything like that, absolutely wrecked it.
Hmm.
And they spent so much time wrangling over fish, and yet fishing contributes a tiny amount to the UK economy compared to the entertainment industries.
Yeah.
More silly nonsense, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when she texted me and said it's postponed to January, I'm like, yeah, I can see that. You know, get a few months to 2023.
Yeah.
Oh, this I did not expect. All right, that's me back in town.
I've made a whole bunch of smithing tables. Probably more than I'll need, but that's.
Of
I
course.
usually end up needing more than I need, so.
Right, so at that I will take a break and return in 5 minutes or so. Not to flush hand, I'm going to do so.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna head off here. I just want to do one thing real quick before I forget, just to buy some more lanterns.
Sure. Yeah, thanks
then-
for letting me join you, Loomis.
Oh, I don't have any. Right, I've literally just put my emeralds away and then gone shopping.
Look, officer, I didn't mean to do that. I just put my emeralds away.
Yeah, when I went into the shop, I did intend to pay for the things that I left with.
A likely story. But yes, so hopefully I will talk to you soon, Loomis. Thank you again.
Yeah, thanks for being here with me.
No
Right.
problem.
Hope you have fun the rest of the evening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Return very shortly.
Yeah. And I probably won't be streaming this Sunday because of giving blood, so it'll probably be next Friday that I'm back. So have a good night, everybody.